2025, what is your story? What moves people to buy houses and what makes them select a real estate agent? Well, it's an emotional trigger or a series of emotional triggers that moves a consumer to the purchase point. And the reason any consumer picks a real estate agent is because they like the real estate agent. It's because the real estate agent has generated trust, has established himself with some credibility, and because he's likable. So what do you do to amplify your likability, to make people want to work with you, to make people like you? Well, you tell them your story. Everybody has a story. Everybody has a backstory. What's yours? It's interesting when you take a look at some of the marketing examples and things people use. There are some stories attached to people and personalities that follow themes, and the reluctant hero, the small town boy makes good, are themes that work very, very good or very, very well in real estate also. If you take a look at some bloggers and you take a look at their story, take a look at them in terms of their story and track that. I'm not going to go real deep with that, but just know that that's a part of what you can do. Be who you are and share your story, and understand that building credibility is the bottom line. So when you're talking about yourself, when you're talking about the things that you do in the course of a day, about your business in a week, about your trials and tribulations, about your frustrations, about the triumphs, the successes, and the things that work and the things that don't work, you're building credibility in your marketplace. And so the discussion and the conversation needs to be a lot about real estate. It needs to be a lot about your niche. It needs to be a lot about what you're doing in that niche. And think about that. There still is a lot of discussion and chatter in real estate about top of mind marketing that says that you shouldn't be talking about real estate because people won't like you if you talk too much about real estate. And I think that's absolute nonsense. It's not that you can't be who you are, the non-real estate person at Facebook or other places, but building a campaign, building an email campaign and a marketing campaign around a top of marketing message that does not involve real estate is not something that builds credibility, and is not something that's going to work for you. So you have a story. How exactly are you going to tell your story? What vehicles are you using to share your message and to tell people who you are and what you do? Well, a lot about sharing your story and a lot about telling your story is going to make a lot more sense and come a lot more easily just simply by using some of these devices, and you'll see what I mean. One of the more popular methods of sharing a story is with a screen capture video. That's what you're looking at right now. You're looking at a screen capture video. My face is not on the video. I'm using a mind map, and I'm using a Camtasia screen capture program to capture a video that will edit the video and then release that. And that is a very neat way to do that, and that's a way that you can tell a story. That's a way that you can make a presentation. When you're making a presentation about any given topic using this method, you can tell your story at the same time. When you're doing a presentation about financing, let's say you're doing a presentation about FHA 203K financing, and it's how homeowners or home buyers can buy a home and build the cost of repairs into the mortgage. You can tell a story while you're giving that presentation. You can tell a story about how people found were looking for houses and everything was overpriced, and they found this awful house, but it was the perfect location, and oh my goodness, guess what? They could buy the house because they could build the cost of repairs right in the mortgage. So you can use a screen capture video to do all kinds of things and tell your story. You could also do a live video with FaceTime where you're using a webcam or another kind of a camera where people can see your voice. You can record videos right on Google Hangouts right into YouTube. You can do videos where people are looking at your face and you can tell your story there. You can work with podcasts. You can make audios. You can create audios that actually are a little bit easier than the videos, and they can hear your voice, and you can do that. You can create a very, very simple PDF report simply by starting with a Word document. The Real Estate Referral Manifesto is a PDF report right now. I will be converting that to an ebook, for a Kindle format very, very shortly here. And that's another way that you can tell a story. You can actually become an author on a Kindle platform. You can tell a great story and share it on Amazon and Apple. You can tell your story in a webinar and teleconferences, using email and using direct mail. So all of these are marketing vehicles that we're talking about. All of these are tools that you can use for educational-based marketing outreach. These are also tools that you can use to build your credibility, tell your story, and make yourself more likable, more trustworthy, and make people want to refer you a whole lot more. So think about that. Think about the tools that you have the most fun with in this list. Think about the tools you have the most fun with, because the tools that you have the most fun with are the tools that you are the most apt to use. And the more easy it is to use something, the more fun you have with it, the more you're going to do it, and the more you're going to have your name out there, and the more you're going to tell your story. So think about your story. Think about how you want to tell it. Take a look at these and then give that some serious thought. And I will see you in the next video.